Well, Mary Kay, day one of training camp is officially in the books as the Cleveland Browns finally take the practice field for their first practice of camp. And before that, we got to hear from Corey Coleman today, as well as the quarterbacks. Let's talk about Corey Coleman, because this is an important year for him, obviously. He didn't quite want to go that far, but look, Todd Haley already has, Hugh Jackson already has. This is a big year for the third-year wide receiver.
It really is. And he found out that he is the person taking over for Josh Gordon right now. So that is a big pair of shoes to fill, and we don't know when Josh Gordon's going to be back. So Corey Coleman does have to step up and be the number one, the first-round pick that they expect him to be. And of course, each of his previous 2 seasons were marred by broken hands. So if he can stay healthy, maybe he can start to live up to that.
And some of his competition today had good days. Antonio Callaway looked really good in one-on-one drills, made some big plays, really had the crowd going. We also got to hear from the quarterbacks today, and I know you listened to both of them while Corey was talking. What did you kind of take away from Baker Mayfield and Tyrod Taylor?
Well, the first thing was Baker Mayfield. Now, we heard Hugh Jackson say yesterday that Tyrod is the starter and Baker Mayfield is not ready to walk out there and start right now. Well, we asked Baker Mayfield about his mindset coming in, and he said, I will never have the mindset of a backup. I will never accept the mindset of a backup. So there is no way he's going to do that. He will come in here, act like he's going to start the next game. That's what Cody Kessler used to do. That's what Deshaun Kaiser used to do. And lo and behold, they ended up starting some football games in their rookie years. So I think it's the right approach.
And when you're the number one pick, you've been a walk-on over and over again, you expect to have that attitude from him. As far as on the practice field today, a little bit of a mixed bag from the quarterbacks. We saw some good throws, saw a ball get batted from Tyrod Taylor. Baker Mayfield had some ups and downs. It was just sort of, I guess, what you'd expect a little bit from day one.
Yeah, it was a little bit ragged. In fact, Hugh Jackson made them start a drill over at the end of practice, but we saw some good things. We saw a nice deep ball from Tyrod Taylor to Jarvis Landry. Those guys are connecting very, very well, and they're going to need that with Josh Gordon out. We saw Baker Mayfield hit a deep ball to Rashard Higgins. That's another good sign because they need a couple of these younger guys to step up with, with Josh Gordon out and Ricardo Lewis out for the year with a neck injury. You're going to need a guy like Rashard Higgins to kind of step up and try to make this football team.
Well, I'll plant the flag right now. I think Rashard Higgins has a real chance to make this football team, and he had a strong spring, had a strong day today, and he worked a little bit with the first team today. Not a lot. It was mostly Jarvis, Callaway, and Coleman, but Rashard Higgins does have a chance if he plays well.
Yeah, he does. And we also saw Damian Ratley left the field today with a hip injury, so they are struggling a little bit at the receiver position right now, and that's another reason why there is at least a chance that they might bring Dez Bryant in for a look.
And of course, they also lost a couple other guys. Ratley, you mentioned. Caleb Brantley was carted off. A couple other minor injuries that they're hoping won't linger, but we'll find out more about those in the coming days. We'll have full coverage of the first day of Browns training camp at cleveland.com/Browns.